So vidIQ just dropped some data that's making small creators lose their minds. And honestly, it's about time someone said this out loud. If you've got 500 to 1,000 subscribers and you're pulling your hair out because your videos only get 400 views, this might be the most important 7 minutes you watch today. Because you're not failing, you're just comparing yourself to a fantasy. vidIQ analyzed 2.23 million channels. Yeah, million with an M, and the results are wild. Channels with 500 to 1,100 subscribers, the median views per video is 693, not 1,000, not even close to matching your sub count. 693 views. And if you're sitting there thinking, well, that's because most channels suck, let me stop you right there. This is the median. Half of all channels are below this. Here's the full breakdown that nobody wants to hear. Bottom 25% of channels, under 356 views per video. Top 25%, above 1,167 views. Top 10%, they're breaking 1,593 views. So if you're getting 350 to 700 views per upload and you feel like you're drowning, congrats, you're statistically normal. You're literally in the average zone. But YouTube gurus told you that you should be getting thousands of views, right? Yeah, they lied. And I can already hear some of you typing in the comments, but I have 1,000 subscribers. Shouldn't I get 1,000 views per video? No, hard stop. That's not how this platform works, and it hasn't worked that way in years. Your subscriber count is not a contract. It's not a guarantee. It's barely even a suggestion at this point. Subscribers are a signal of interest from the past, not a promise to watch in the future. Think about your own behavior for a second. You probably subscribed to a cooking channel during lockdown when you were making sourdough bread like everyone else. Are you still watching every single video that channel uploads in 2026? Probably not. You moved on, your interests shifted, life happened, but you never unsubscribed because why bother? That creator is sitting there looking at their subscriber count going, why isn't anyone watching? And the answer is, people change. Most of YouTube's traffic doesn't even come from the subscription feed anymore. It comes from the homepage and suggested videos. The algorithm is trying to show people what they want to watch right now, not what they clicked a subscribe button 5 years ago, not even 5 months ago. The platform optimizes for current interest, not past commitment. So that gap between your subs and your views, that's not a bug in your channel. That's literally how YouTube is designed.
Let's talk about how the recommendation system actually works, because most creators are out here treating it like some mysterious black box that hates them personally. It's not personal, it's just math. There are 2 main steps: candidate generation and ranking. Step 1. YouTube takes billions of videos and filters them down to a few hundred that a specific viewer might actually watch based on their watch history and behavior patterns. Step 2 is ranking. Those few hundred candidate videos get scored based on predicted satisfaction. And here's where it gets spicy. The signals that drive that ranking are click-through rate, average view duration, and user feedback. Did they choose your video when it showed up? Did they actually stay and watch it? Or did they immediately click away and hit not interested? Every single one of those actions is a data point. So when someone clicks your video and bounces after 10 seconds, the system doesn't just shrug and move on. It reads that as a false positive. It showed your video to someone who didn't want it, and now it's less likely to show your video to similar viewers. You essentially trained the algorithm to not recommend your content. And then you're wondering why your views tanked? Well, you just told YouTube your video isn't satisfying. Now, here's what you actually do with this information instead of just panicking. If you're consistently below 350 views, it's not the algorithm punishing you for fun. It's likely one of 2 things: a packaging problem or a retention problem. Your title and thumbnail aren't earning the click, or people are clicking but leaving immediately because the content doesn't deliver. These are fixable issues. They're not mysterious curses. If you're above 1,167 views, you're in the top 25% of channels your size, like genuinely crushing it compared to most creators. Keep doing whatever you're doing because it's working. The problem is that most creators in this zone still feel like failures because they're comparing themselves to Mr. Beast or whatever massive channel inspired them to start. Stop that. You're winning your actual race.
The goal here isn't to obsess over your subscriber-to-view ratio like it's some kind of report card. The goal is to optimize for satisfaction signals. Better packaging means more clicks. Better storytelling means people stay longer. Better value means they come back for more. That's how you move from median performance to top 10% performance. It's not magic, it's just optimization. And look, I saw some absolutely wild comments on vidIQ's post that I need to address. One creator with 100,000 subscribers said their latest videos barely get 1,000 views and claimed YouTube hates us and wants us gone. Brother, YouTube doesn't hate you. Your content stopped resonating with your audience. That's not personal vendetta, that's evolution. Audiences change, trends shift, and if you're making the same content you made 5 years ago, yeah, people moved on. This is especially brutal for legacy channels, accounts that grew in a different era of YouTube when the algorithm worked differently. You've got 100K subscribers from 2017 when gaming montages were huge, but now you're still uploading the same format and wondering where everyone went. They didn't disappear, they grew up. They found new interests, and you didn't adapt. That's not failure, that's just refusing to evolve.
Another comment talked about the storytelling niche and how these benchmarks don't apply because one video gets 500 views and another gets 40,000. And you know what? That's actually a valid point. High variance niches exist. Storytelling, commentary, drama channels, they can have massive swings based on topic virality, but that doesn't invalidate the data. It just means you need to understand your specific niche's patterns. Someone with 39 subscribers mentioned they average 1,100 views per video, but it's all shorts, and that's a critical distinction that vidIQ's post completely glossed over. Shorts and long-form content have completely different metrics. Shorts can easily pull thousands of views with 0 subscribers because the Shorts feed is essentially TikTok inside YouTube. Those views don't translate to loyal audience the same way long-form does. Here's the thing about Shorts. They're great for reach, terrible for building community. You can rack up millions of Shorts views and still struggle to get 200 people to watch a 10-minute video. Why? Because Shorts viewers are scrolling for dopamine hits, not investing in creators. They consume and forget. So yeah, 1,100 views on a short with 39 subs is normal. It doesn't mean you've cracked the code. What vidIQ didn't specify, and this is a massive oversight, is whether their data applies to long-form, shorts, or both. Because mixing those metrics is like comparing apples to motorcycles. They're completely different systems with different recommendation algorithms, different viewer behaviors, and different success benchmarks. If you're a shorts creator using long-form benchmarks, you're going to feel insane. Here's what actually matters more than any of these numbers. Are you making money? Because at the end of the day, views are just attention. Attention can turn into revenue, but it doesn't automatically. I've seen channels with 10,000 views per video making more money than channels with 100,000 views per video because they understand monetization beyond AdSense. Affiliate links, sponsorships, digital products, coaching, these convert attention into income. So when you're sitting there stressing about getting 400 views instead of 1,000, ask yourself, what's the actual goal? Is it ego validation from a number, or is it building something sustainable that generates income? Because if it's the latter, you need way fewer engaged viewers than you think. 200 people who trust your recommendations and buy through your links are worth more than 10,000 passive scrollers who forget your channel exists. The uncomfortable truth is that most creators are chasing vanity metrics that don't pay bills. Subscriber count doesn't deposit into your bank account. View count doesn't pay your rent. Revenue does, and revenue comes from converting attention into action. So maybe instead of obsessing over why you're not getting 1,000 views per video, start asking why you're not monetizing the 400 engaged viewers you already have. Check your last 5 videos right now. Are you in that 350 to 700 view range? Above it? Below it? Drop your numbers in the comments because I genuinely want to see where this community lands. And if you found this reality check helpful, even if it stung a little, hit that like button and subscribe for more because I'm going to keep breaking down the numbers nobody else wants to talk about. Peace.